Good morning and welcome to the channel on this Monday the 11th of May 2026. We now have had a response from Iran to President Trump's plan, and I just wanted to give you the latest response to that plan, and the key points are: 1. Iran says its response is positive and realistic. Iranian officials told Al Jazeera that their reply is intended to end the war across the region, especially in Lebanon, and to resolve disputes with Washington. 2. Their focus is on ending the war plus maritime security. More on that later. Iran state media says the response prioritizes ending the war, maritime security in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. By that they mean that they will run the Straits of Hormuz. Iran demands control or major influence over the straits and navigation arrangements that recognize Iran's authority. This is one of Tehran's red lines. In other words, they want control or they won't agree to anything. They want lifting of all oil-related sanctions and unfreezing of assets. Iran insists that US must lift all oil sanctions, release frozen Iranian funds, and remove all economic restrictions. These demands appear consistently across multiple reports that I've seen. The ceasefire in Lebanon is non-negotiable. Iran places a Lebanon ceasefire at the center of any agreement. What Lebanon has got to do with Iran, I don't know. It's just supporting Hezbollah, which just wants to wipe out Israel. Iran wants a guaranteed mechanism for lifting of sanctions. It needs to be clear, guaranteed. International guarantees to ensure that US cannot walk away again, as Trump did in 2018. Iran agrees to negotiate nuclear issues, but only after the war ends. Iran also proposes a 30-day negotiation period after its end. How President Trump has reacted to all this? Well, he's called Iran's response totally unacceptable. The US objections, based upon the 14-point US plan, are: stop all uranium enrichment for 12 years, hand over 440 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium. For those of you don't know, you don't need to enrich uranium for peaceful purposes to 60%. And agree not to develop a nuclear weapon. So, a summary. War termination, Iran's latest position: end war across the region, including Lebanon. US position: ceasefire first, broader deal later. For the Strait of Hormuz, Iran maintains control, navigation terms negotiated. US position is reopen strait, Israel must stop blockade. Sanctions, full removal and guaranteed mechanism, that's from Iran, and the US position is gradual relief only. Frozen assets, Iran, immediate release, US position, conditional. Nuclear program, discuss later after the war ends, US position must be addressed immediately. Lebanon, ceasefire is a red line. US position not prioritized by them. Negotiation timeline, 30-day post-war negotiation window. US position has no such commitment. So, the bottom line is Iran's latest response is firm, maximalist, and focused on regional war termination, sanctions relief and control over Hamas. The US response is Trump calling the proposals unacceptable and insisting Iran must first make nuclear concessions. My point of view is that there is a long, long way to go. I hope somehow that there is at least an extension of the ceasefire while this wrangling continues. There are certain red lines that Trump will not accept, and there are certain red lines that Iran will not accept, and these are the ones that are clashing in the main. Well, only time will tell. Let us see. Thank you very much for listening. Talk to you again tomorrow.